My friend Robert tells this story about him and his wife Tamar. It happened years ago.
It's a beautiful, beautiful fall day, and we're walking down Fifth Avenue. The Central Park is on our right, and Tamar is distracted. She looks over her left shoulder, and she goes, "Oh!" There I see, across the street, Jackie Onassis, President Kennedy's wife, and she's waving very modestly at Tamar. And I thought, oh my God, I didn't know that they knew each other, whatever. And I'm looking at Tamar, and Tamar is looking at Jackie Onassis and gives a very tentative wave. And Jackie, returning the wave, waves just a little harder. And I'm speechless. Now Jackie raises her hand even more excitedly and starts sort of moving it back and forth and back and forth. And Tamar now, with a little bit more enthusiasm, starts waving too. And in that moment, a cab pulls up alongside Jackie Onassis, and what Jackie Onassis has actually been doing is just waiting for a cab. And my wife, just by mistake, somehow thought that Jackie was waving at her.
Now, when Robert's wife Tamar tells the story, there are a few differences in the way that Robert tells it. First of all, she says that it was Madison Avenue, not Fifth Avenue. She says that actually there was a small group of people who observed this happening, so it was especially humiliating. But the main difference between Tamar's version of the story and Robert's is kind of a big one. Tamar says Robert wasn't there. Was not there at all, and she is 100% sure of this.
Yes, no, as he's described it, he can picture everything about it so very, very vividly. Much more vividly than I. I just remember the humiliation of the other people on the street staring at me as the taxi pulled up.
Now imagine this from Tamar's perspective, especially you married people out there. This thing happens to her. She comes home, tells her husband, months pass, and then one night they're out at dinner at some people's house.
And then I hear him begin to tell this story, except it's both of us. And as we leave that house, I say, you know, Robert, you weren't there. And he says, no, but I remember it. I can picture it. I can see it so clearly. And I say, but you weren't there.
She says that I wasn't there, which was astonishing to me. I mean, this is like I can feel this on my skin. Like the way the sun was catching the leaves, I remember turning around. I remember the intake of breath and the surprise. I remember all of the little things going on in my mind. Like, how do they know each other? Oh my God. She said I wasn't there. I was never there. That she told it to me, and I just simply, like Genghis Khan or Alexander the Great, I occupied it like it was real estate that I wanted to be part of. So I just marched in and became part of it.
Do you believe her that you weren't in it?
Yeah. Because, I live, as all married people do, in a courthouse, and the jury, upon deliberating about this, said, this particular witness has proven over the years a complete I mean, she is very, very believable. A credible witness has testified. And you, sir, over the years, we have formed our own opinions about you. Judgment to the wife.
Robert?
Yeah?
If the story about Jackie Kennedy is true, you'd be able to tell me what she was wearing.
Yeah, oh yeah. She was wearing a suit. She was wearing a suit. It had white buttons, and it had a collar, and it was a skirt with a little black. There was a little black stitching. You know, where the buttons are attached to the garment, the stitching was black.
Okay, you were too far away to see that.
Yeah, exactly. I never stopped to wonder about the zoom lens that I apparently had handy at that time.